And what is the current status quo?
The current status is that the prosecutors are now still working with the task team on guiding the investigations in the case dockets, which had previously been taken away. But I just want to indicate we've lost approximately March, April, May, about 3 months, 2 months of investigations being conducted.
And is that the duration of the time that you did not have access to the dockets?
That's the duration of the time. I just didn't get the exact dates when we started to get back. Remember, they would have been returned back to SAPS. From there, they would have then, or to the task team, or I don't know. Then from there, they would be returned back to the prosecutors. So we've had some time lost. And why I say this is, I want to bring to the attention the letter of the Minister Cele, where one of the things that he was complaining about was the delays in regards to these matters. Now, because of the dockets being taken away, exactly what Minister Cele was talking about at that time, we see it now happening during this time. So we cannot be held responsible for this delay now, because we are not responsible for these dockets being taken away.
In response to Commissioner Baloyi's question, her last question, you said that some of the members of some of the teams within this coordinated or integrated team had since left. Now you say the integrated or coordinated process is back in force. Does this mean those team members that had left are back or not yet?
Chairperson, I'm not yet sure about whether all of them are back. I cannot respond to that. I didn't query that, whether, and let me just say, I didn't query whether everyone is back. I think for me at this stage was, we need to get the work going. That is all I need, is let's get the work going. We've lost time now in these matters, and we owe certain people or victims responses to these matters. Let's get the matters going. Thank you, Chair.
If I can just put some dates to you. The evidence has been that the dockets were taken to Pretoria in 2 stages, on the 28th of March and the 22nd of April, and that they were returned on the 18th of August. So it would have been 3 to 4 months that your system was interrupted.
That is correct, Council.
If I may, and in the time that the dockets were removed, there had been, until they were returned, there had been no engagement from head office with your team of prosecutors in respect of the matters that they were involved with.
Chairperson, Commissioner, sorry, when you say head office, our head office or SAPS?
No, I'm saying with your prosecution team that had been part of this integrated team.
Yes.
The dockets are now at head office, SAPS
Yes.
head office, sorry.
Okay.
SAPS head office. There was nothing.
There was nothing. Commissioner, there was no engagement by SAPS national office with the dedicated capacity within my unit, within my office.
Advocate Harrison, you previously said that no one consulted with you prior to the decision, if the apparent decision to disestablish the task team. What would your position been if anyone had consulted you prior to taking such a decision, or for your views on whether such a decision should be taken?
You know, after everything is said and done, and everything that went into providing the coordinated approach and providing this coordinated team, I would have strongly motivated against the de-establishment. If I had been approached for a comment, I would have.
And why?
Because it showed that it was working. At that time, it was very evident that the team was working well, and to de-establish it would both be counterproductive and also destructive of the vast amounts of work that had gone into shaping the system and the structures that were now working well.
And can you just repeat for us what structures were the structures that, in your view, were working well?
The structures, that's the coordinated approach that was now between the PKTT and the dedicated capacity that was there. You can see even today, they are still working well and they continue to work well.
In paragraph, the last paragraph rather, of Annexure MK9, I know you probably do not have that in front of you. That's the letter by Minister Mchunu, dated 31 December 2024, addressed to the National Commissioner of Police, General Masemula. In the last paragraph of that letter, the Minister says, "My observation is that the further existence of the PKTT is no longer required, nor is it adding any value to policing in South Africa." So based on the few responses you gave just now in response to Advocate Chaskalsin, you do not agree with this?
I do not agree with that, Commissioner.
And as you sit here today,
I'm sorry, did I give the page number? Did I give the page number? Annexure MK9 starts at page 185, and what I read is at page 186. Thank you, Mr. Chaskalsin.
And Advocate Harrison, as you sit here today, has anyone given you any formal indication of what the status of the task team is today?
Council, I still do not know the status. We continue to operate on the premise that there has been no de-establishment of the task team.
Thank you, Advocate Harrison. I don't have further questions for you.
Thank you.
Now, I'm not sure if the commissioners would like to put questions to you.
Just one for me. Advocate Harrison, the letter the chairperson is referring to is on the screen. The relevant paragraphs are the last two paragraphs, and the heading is 3, Political Killings Task Team. And you will see from that letter that the minister says he has made certain observations and he has decided, or rather directs, that the task team be established immediately. Now, assume for a moment that it was competent for the minister to disband the task team. Would you have expected that be done immediately, or what would have been your expectation, knowing what you know about the task team and its work?
In my opinion, Commissioner, you've got a system that is working, and if that is what is intended, you know, when you say the word immediately and you go and you look up the word immediately, it's today, pack up your bags and go. You can't do that. We are victim-centered as NPA. We would have probably requested for some time a continuation, because we've invested even not only in, it's not the victims, but our witnesses. We develop a rapport with our witnesses, who develop a rapport with regards to investigators, even bringing them to the prosecutor for consultation or for trial purposes. Now, when you say get up and go today, it's you leave everything. The better process was, let's sit down and let's try and find a system which will work for the benefit of ensuring that the interests of justice are always maintained, and we look after our victims and we look after our witnesses.
So is it fair to say you would have expected a proper winding down process that takes into account victims, ongoing cases, and ongoing investigations, including those cases that are on the roll.
That is correct, Commissioner.
Thank you, DPP. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Commissioner.